Hello Libra, welcome to your birthday reading. This is going to cover birthday 2024 to birthday 2025. And oh yeah, my name is Nigel and you have found ÄLKØMԻ. Today we're going to be, instead of a pick a crystal reading or something like that, we're going to be using these ÄLKØMИ cards. So rather than look them up, Libra, I'd like you to use your intuition. See where you're pulled. You're going to have three groups. The first group is the great work. And that will be group number 1. The second group is Pluto. And that will be group number 2. Group number 3 is going to be Iron. So we have group 1, group 2, and group 3. Please sit back, really put some thought into it, use your intuition, pick a group. The timestamps will be in the comment section, and I will see you on the other side. Hello, group 1. First and foremost, happy birthday, Libra. Okay, so let's get started. You have, all right, so first you did choose the great work. And you know, the great work is, it's a card of patience, tending to something that's extremely important. Generally speaking, you are the great worker. It's something like that, something that's seriously important to you personally, to your growth, to leveling up. Here you have the whale spirit. This is associated with the number 65. By the way, the great work is associated with the number 61 or 7. But here you have the whale spirit, right? It says trust in the great mystery. And certainly, you know, certainly that's true. But it does stand for something that may be concealed. Whale totems help us uncover secrets. Now, it doesn't have to be a nefarious secret. It just could be something that you haven't discovered yet. It could be something positive you haven't discovered yet. Let's read on, okay? You do have a follow-up in the office and for your money cards, and it says delegating more can help you increase your earnings. It says, yeah, I mean, this is basically delegating. You may work in an office. You may have designs to work in an office. If you do work somewhere, you may feel overwhelmed a little bit. I mean, you may be overworked, to be honest with you. You may be going on interviews this year in your birthday year. And the spirit is trying to tell you to definitely follow up. If you go on an interview, send that letter afterwards, thanking them for their time. Follow up, for sure. Following up could make or break the whole situation at times. And you do have this card. It says, I will marry you. It says, wake with me each morning. I will hold you every night. So obviously this has something to do with love, and we will uncover everything as we go along here. But yeah, you also have the solar eclipse. And of course, that's creation, intention, potential. But you know, if we look at this as the eclipse itself, I mean, the eclipse was what? It was April 8th of 2024, right? And the next eclipse is going to be March 29th, 2025. It's not going to be as serious or as big, that ring of fire thing that we saw this year, but there'll be a partial eclipse around the same time, different month. So we'll keep that in mind as we go through the reading. And it says, Sagittarius in the 9th house, philosophy, spirituality, knowledge. So there's definitely knowledge that you're going to be acquiring this year. What it's about yet, we don't know. We're going to go through it and we'll piece everything together here. Now, you know, what's interesting about this is I usually break your year up into quarters, but I don't know that I want to do that this time because your I mean, this is literally the only reading where I've seen months come out. I mean, you saw me shuffle. If you didn't, you could always go back and watch. But what's interesting is these months flipped out by themselves. So let's look at your reading a little bit differently than we would look at someone else's, and you'll see why as we go through it. Here you have August. So there is something here that could have happened in August. But there are so many clues here. You do have the Queen of Wands here in reverse. Now, the Queen of Wands could be any fire sign. Generally speaking, she's Aries, but she could be Leo, right? She could be Sagittarius. So there is this Queen of Wands character in reverse. Could that be you? Of course it could be you. And you could step into the power of any of these suits at any time, Libra. So the Queen of Wands reversed could be a negative person, male or female. This could be somebody that you have stood up to. This could be someone that you yourself could be suffering burnout in some way. You could be very strong-willed here at the beginning of the month. You could be at your breaking point and maybe, honestly, just turning into a bitch, which we all do once in a while. But let's put this together here. You also have, what's interesting is you have fire 3 times. So you also have Leo here with the strength card, and you have Leo again here with August. And, you know, the strength card is obviously a number 8, but so is August. So the number 8 could be very relevant to you here, Libra, especially as you begin this. Now, we could be looking backwards because this does say August. So yes, that we could be looking backwards, or we literally could be dealing with someone who is a Leo, because there are so many signs pointing to this. And this is something that you either want to release. You might want to release this very, very soon. You might have released this in August. I do think that this might be a Leo that you're dealing with, Libra. I also do think that for some of you, this might be a time frame in which that you released something. Maybe you were at your breaking point. You just couldn't take it anymore. You decided to release it. You stood up for yourself. You purged. It does say purge. You purged something out of your life. So as we move on, we have October here. And what's fascinating is we have October and harvest. And, you know, notoriously, October does signify harvest time, you know. Again, I'm really glad I shuffled everything on camera. Signifies August, harvest time. So you have October, which is a 10 month. This could signify number 1 as well. But there is something that's going on here, because you do have a harvest of some kind, which is usually very good. It's something that you wanted, something you were working for, something that comes to fruition. But, it comes at a price here, because you do have the 9 of Wands, and the 9 of Wands is the Wounded Warrior card, right? A lot of hard work. This was not easy. You are getting, with this 9, you start this situation nearing the end of something. The 9 is obviously right before the 10. There is something you released here, and as you can tell, you're feeling it. You're feeling it in the next spot. You're feeling it right here. You're still looking back. You're still thinking about what you had to purge, what you lost, what you walked away from. You're not really seeing those cups behind you and this harvest that you're reaping. You are reaping a harvest here, Libra, for sure. You're reaping a harvest. You have here, as we move on to now, like, you have August, you have October, and you have March. Now, could it mean other things? Yes, I already told you this could signify Leo, right? This October card literally just could signify a harvest. It is the month of harvest. So we'll read this 2 different ways. I'm going to recap because I know this is probably confusing to you. So here in the next spot, you have you're releasing something, right? Letting go of something. You have here the 4 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Pentacles is, especially in reverse, is a releasing of something. You letting go of something, purging something. And to drive this point home, you have this toxic pattern card, right? You're releasing something toxic. You are releasing something toxic, something that you have found to be toxic, something that you have found to be holding you back. Chains. This could be a pattern For at least one of you, this could be something within yourself that you have beaten, that you found the strength to beat, and you've acquired your harvest that way, for sure. For others of you, it could be a relationship. For still others of you, it could be a job, a toxic job. But I'll tell you, in the end, the releasing of this leaves you with more choices, and you have the heart card, and this heart card is, well, it could mean very deep affection towards a brand new source, or it just could be you loving the situation you're in finally. It doesn't look like it was easy, but you did make some choices here, definitely, Libra. Now, here in your last quadrant, you have here the Two of Cups. And, you know, I have to say, I do think this is something that is going to tempt you, because it does say deception. I'm not really feeling deception, but at the bottom of the card, it says temptation. And I do think that this is going to tempt you. This might come in March, because what did we say? We talked about the eclipse. The eclipse means something because it's on the table. The next eclipse is coming in March. So, and here we go. I think by eclipse time here, you're going to be faced with a choice, because here you have the King of Cups coming in sideways. That is my, you know, signification of a choice. You're going to be faced with a choice. It's going to be very tempting. I'm not seeing anything bad here. I'm just seeing a choice that you're going to have to make. It looks like you have a bit of a struggle here with something or someone. This may be a family member. This may be a relationship. This very well could be a job. Something could have happened in August, or this person was born in August. Period. End of story. It's one of the two things. You are going to attain a harvest. Could it be in October? It absolutely could be in October for at least one or two of you. But the important thing here is that you're going to attain a harvest. October simply could just be harvest, another pointing towards a harvest. Was it easily won? No. Do you feel amazing about everything that's going on in your life? No. You might be focused a lot on the past, at least for this time. But here you are breaking toxic patterns, having more choices, freedom. And you have this temptation, which is kind of interesting, coming at the end of your birthday year. It could either be the end of your birthday year, or it could be in March. I'm really feeling like something's going to happen here in March with that solar eclipse card. It just seems that way to me. Let's dip into, you do have a shadow card here, and this is the Dante's Inferno deck. It's like one of my favorite decks. Some people consider it a little too dark, but I really love it. If you don't know the story of Dante, he was an Italian poet, and he wrote the Divine Comedy, which was his trip through hell. And he described, it was a poem. All right, I'm just trying to keep it simple here. Anyway, this is the shadow card, and this is the Judge of Souls, number 6. And this is where Dante encounters Minos, who basically he stands in judgment of people that come to the gate of hell. He judges people's misdeeds and uses the ice of logic with no emotion to make that decision. So this card is basically telling you that your compassion and empathy are great virtues, but this card sort of reminds us that our head, for this reading, at some point this year, your head should rule your heart. There is something that's going to happen, a choice you're going to have to make. You're going to have to look at the cold hard facts and make a wise choice. Even when something tempts you, even though your heart is involved here, you see this King of Cups? He's coming in sideways, trying to make a choice. There is a choice that's going to be here on the table. No matter how much you want to use your heart, use your head too. I think in the beginning of your year, you're going to have to release something and use your head. I think towards the end of your year, you're going to be called upon to use both. With this King of Cups coming in sideways, it just seems that way to me here. Let's dip into this a little bit. Yeah, I mean, look, you have Pluto, transformation. The transformation card, Pluto, this is what you don't see coming. You don't see what's going to be there's going to be a total transformation here. You're going to uncover things. you have like, look, you have the Ace of Cups, brand new love. I do believe that this is you have the release. You have the Six of Cups in reverse, releasing the past. Oh, and here you go. Look, you have Pluto, death, transformation again. Yep, you're being transformed, and here you are, Libra, justice in reverse. You have to get your it seems as though you're starting this time out a little imbalanced. You are. You need to get those scales right. Yeah, and here you are, right? Trying to balance those scales, trying to figure it out. You may go through a period of time of, I don't want to know about it. I don't want to make a decision. But I think that in the end, you are going to think logically here. Yeah, and but see, what did I say? You're going to be called upon to use your head and your heart. Your head and your heart. Your head and your heart. Yeah. It's not going to be an easy time of it, but you are going to step up to this challenge. You are. The challenge is here. You're going to use your logic. You're going to fight through whatever you need to fight through, and you're going to, yeah, you're going to, there's something going on that you are going to reject. And then there is something else going on that you are, it's the ace, it's the beginning of something. There is something else that's going to stir your passion here. And you're going to find the balance at last. And start out on your new path with the Fool. And you're going to, you have this Eight of Wands. This is forward motion. A lot of wand energy here. Forward motion straight towards the sun. Straight towards the sun. Yeah, the wheel is turning here, Libra. You're going to have to leave something behind. And while you plan here for your future with the Three of Wands. And here we go. And close out a cycle with the World. And move forward in your Chariot with clarity. You do have the Ace of Swords here. And then you have the Strength card again. Right under it. So, yeah. For sure. It's time. It is time. Let me see if I could pull a couple of cards. I'm just curious. I want a little bit more clarity here. Let's see. Like a little more clarity in general. So let me see. Libra has this thing that happens at the beginning of their year. And is this a person? Is this them? I do think there's two sets of Libras here. I do think that for some of you, it's going to be a Leo that you're dealing with, for sure. For others of you, there might have been something that happened here in August. Yeah, there's whatever it is that happened here, it is your road opener. It is your time to, yeah, it says when you feel stuck, blocked, challenged, right? You're clearing away obstacles and can expect a powerful change real soon. Doors that were closed are now open. What did I say? Choices. This is the card of having choices. Breaking some toxic pattern. Opening your road. Opening your road. And then you have this beautiful harvest. And you have a Bremelin. It says spirit may be trying to communicate with you. You could be through numbers, music, dreams, or people. This is in reverse. And I can see that spirit may be trying to help you through this period of sadness, but you're really not paying attention, right? Wait a minute, let me put this down. I broke a nail, so it's so hard to pick up these cards, but look at this. Spirit may be trying to contact you. Look behind this person. They're not paying attention. There's something you're not listening to. I'm not saying that you're missing an opportunity, but you may be missing an opportunity to make it easier, right? To make it less stressful for you. Either way, you're going to get through it, but try to open your mind and your heart and your body to spirit here. And then you breaking these toxic ties, breaking these toxic patterns. And it says Cancer, help you align with the energies of the Cancer sign noted for their perceptive, intuitive, domestic, and sensitive nature. Here we go. Now, this did come in sideways. So this is like a choice. Sensitive and intuitive. Sensitive, heart, intuitive. Let me see. Give me one more for that. This one came out pretty quickly. You have confusion. your heart and your mind. There's going to be something that you're tempted with here. You may be a little confused. You're going to have choices suddenly. Yeah, I could see that. Give me the end here. What does the end of this year look like? You have friendship that you might be walking away from. There may be something going on here. It says close friendships will have a powerful impact on your life. Yeah. Give me one more. Give me one more. Is there a friendship? Yeah. You may have a falling out with a friend here at the end of the year in regards to money. There may be someone you lend money to. There may be someone you borrowed money from, I think for at least one of you, but there is going to be some sort of falling out here with a friend about money. And it may be very, it looks like it ruins the friendship, at least by the end of the year. Give me one more card for my birthday bunch here. Oh, I'll take that one. I love that this is in reverse. Love this for you. This is abundance. And I don't know if you watch my readings, but this particular deck, when the cards come in reverse, it means that no matter what road you go down, no matter what choice you make, remember when I said it's going to be hard, it could be easier if you listen to spirit, but either way, it'll get done. Either way, you're going to be headed towards an abundant time here, Libra. Yeah, and you are going to meet someone. You are going to meet someone here who may tempt you into some sort of heavy connection, because this card is a card of being by yourself and being successful, and it is in reverse. And look, you have the Ace of Swords twice. Clarity. You're going to be, and look, here's the Eight of Swords again. I mean, the Eight of Wands again. Where is it? Where is it? I know it's here. I know it's here. Wait a minute. It's going to drive me crazy unless I find it. Here it is. You have the Eight of Wands again. Forward motion, moving forward, boom. Temperance. I know that's here. That's here as well. I'm not going to dig through this, but I'm telling you, temperance. Oh my God, it's the Fool. Wait. You saw it. I know you did. It's in here. The Fool is in here. This new start. This new start. The Strength card. You're getting double cards. This is just... I'm gonna pull one more card. You know how I get. All right. Pull one more card for you. You know what? I'm gonna pull from this deck. We'll close this out this way. This is going to be an interesting year for you. You know, it does look like you have a problem with somebody with money. Somebody may come to you to borrow money. It does ruin friendship. So if someone borrows money from you, you almost have to give it to them and not expect it back. Or don't give it to them at all. For Libra, please. For Libra, please. You have Rock. Endurance. You have endurance here, and then you have magic. It's going to be a magical year for you. Endurance. For sure. You're going to go through a lot. But you're going to be uncovering a lot, I think, about yourself, about your life. There's going to be changes. The great work. Remember when I said way at the beginning, the great work is you? For sure, the great work is you. Definitely, for sure. Love this for you. Love it. Absolutely love it. I'm going to pull two more of these, and then we will, I always say that's it, but give me two. Two exactly. Look at that. You have at work, achievement, success. And then you have unsettling times, need to plan ahead. I wouldn't worry too much about that, but you are going to be in unsettling times for at least a portion of this year. When that happens, please understand that it is temporary energy, okay? It is temporary energy. Your lucky numbers are 11, 65, 61, 2, 7, 8, 24, 20, 43. I'll say that again. 11, 65, 61, 2, 7, 8, 20, 43. Okay. Your keywords, I think for sure, is eclipse, transformation, and choice. I will see you next time. If this didn't resonate for some reason, or if you're not feeling it, feel free to choose another reading. You can listen to all three if you'd like. But I will see you next time. Happy, happy birthday. Hello, Group 2. First and foremost, happy birthday. And let's get started. If you have chosen Pluto, this is your reading. Obviously, Pluto stands for the sign of Scorpio. It's represented by the number 10 here. As we know, 10 is, a card of completion. It's a number of completion for sure. It's responsible for power, transformation, death, rebirth. It's necessary growth. As we know, Pluto is officially in the sign of Capricorn as of September 1st. And it's going to remain there until, I think, November 19th. And it's going to go back into Aquarius. So that might be somehow relevant for you. You have the chameleon spirit here. And, this is representative of Mercury, the number 14. So, yeah, the chameleon spirit the chameleons are known for their resourcefulness. And what it's trying to tell us, it does say act as if, but what it's trying to tell us is not to conform, but to be transformed. So transformation seems to be on the table here for many of you. So we'll keep that under our hats here. So let's keep looking. You do have cryptocurrency. And, of course, this might be quite literal. You might be interested in cryptocurrency. You might be investing in cryptocurrency. And if neither of those things are true, we have to look at what is cryptocurrency. It's a medium of exchange without reliance on any central authority like the government. So you might be looking to be a lot more self-reliant. You might be trying to think out of the box as far as your money goes, your career goes. You do have life purpose here. It's another transformational card. It says, what is meant for you will not leave you as long as you continue to push forward. You will have new ideas, inspirations that will guide you to your divine calling. This is going to be a transformational year for you, Group 2, between the Pluto card and many of these other cards. So, and you do have the spell, and it says, light a candle for me and call me in. I will come to you again and again. Some of you might work with spell work. You might do spell work. And if you don't, this is you compelling something to happen by traditional means. So, whether you're using spell work or whether you're speaking spells into existence or whether you're just by your own sheer will this year pushing forward on something, it does look that way. You do have here Virgo in the 6th house, and it says work, service, and health. So, Virgo in the 6th house is, it is a healing card too. And it does, listen, it says work. It seems to be transformational this year as far as your money. I have to be honest with you. You even have Earth here. It says pragmatic, grounded, enduring. Earth is earthly desires and goals, being grounded within them. Perhaps you have serious goals that you'd like to attain this birthday year here, Libra. You do have, now let's look at your quarters. This is broken up into 4 quarters. You do have wishbone, and it looks like a wish is going to be granted here in your first quarter, which is really nice to see. As a word of warning, let me see. You do have the Magician here in reverse. And, usually this could mean that you are currently, or that you will be in your first quarter anyway, dealing with someone who may be an imposter or someone who lies about their intentions. This is also a Mercury card. Mercury seems to be pretty relevant here in your reading. This could be Gemini or Virgo. This is something to keep in mind. This could be you, but I think and at least for one of you, it probably is that you have to check your intentions here. But I do think for most of you, it's someone you're dealing with. And you have here detachment. And I like that because you may, during this first quarter, there is something that occurs with this person. This could be someone at work. This could be someone in your family. Could be anybody. I don't see this being particularly romantic unless you're involved with someone who directly affects your finances. But there is someone here in your energy that you are going to detach from. You're going to make the choice here because look at this. You have this great card of wishes coming true. You have this Magician character in reverse, but you also have justice. And we all know this is the card of Libra, and it's in its upright form. And if you notice in this deck, Lady Justice is not blind. She's not wearing a blindfold. She has her scales, but she's weighing things. And this is you, Libra, coming out with your scales, trying to determine. Karma seems to be catching up with someone. You are upright, so you're just in this situation. And I do think, I mean, look, you have the Queen of Pentacles here in reverse, male or female. This is someone who impacts your finances. Could be, like I said, could be a romantic partner if that's the case. Could be a family member. It could very well be someone at work. It could be a boss. It could be a job, honestly. The Queen of Pentacles, you know, a lot of people think she's Capricorn. Some people think she's Taurus. Bottom line is she's an earth sign. So earth is very, very relevant in this reading. And you do have here the Two of Pentacles, more earth energy. This could be any earth sign, but it's Capricorn mainly. And this tells you to pay attention to your finances. There could be someone making bad business decisions or lying about something here. I mean, look, you have the Magician in reverse. You yourself may wish to detach from this energy. And I do think that wish is going to be granted with this wishbone. There is something you're trying to determine here. Now, as we move into your second quarter, there is a dark woman here on the table. And this could very well, dark complexion or hair. This dark woman could just be dark in nature. You could be dealing with someone who's not... Listen, I'm not getting a good feeling off this card, okay? So let's just look through all your cards and see what's going on here. Sorry about that. I broke a nail and it's really affecting me. I can't wait to go get them done. You do have here the Five of Swords, and this is in reverse. So your defenses may be down here. For sure. Your defenses may be down as you move into the second quarter, or you may be just tired of fighting with someone. You may be tired of sparring with someone. You may be tired of being defensive. There's someone who's definitely has you on the defense. And the main energy here is you really getting tired of it, because look, you have the Ten of Wands. And the Ten of Wands is coming in sideways. So you're trying to make a choice. Do you want to deal with this stress anymore? There is some stress here on the table, and you're trying to make a decision with the sideways cards in your second quarter. Is this something I'm willing to deal with long term, right? You do have here, you know, that's making a choice. Saturn in Sagittarius for sure. Now here you have the Four of Cups reversed, right? This is Scorpio energy, but this is detachment. So it looks like you are definitely detaching from something here. And here you see, you have the Seven of Swords in reverse. Someone's trickery has come to light. This typically stands for Aquarius. And here you are again, Libra, with the Justice card coming out prominently in your reading, along with this dark woman. You're going to receive your justice. I mean, you have justice coming out twice. So even if you weren't a Libra, I would say, and it's on the upright, you're like... You're seeing something here. You're seeing something here. Now here, as we move into your third quarter, I mean, the energy changes significantly. You have, let me see. Yes, we have the Eight, here. We have the Eight of Swords in reverse, Jupiter and Gemini. This is freedom, escaping something, overcoming difficulties. You're overcoming something. I can't help but think that for some of you, this is a work situation that you're overcoming, because you have the pineapple here, and, you know, something is being reconciled. Now, the pineapples generally represent good luck, good fortune. The reconciliation card could be coming together of two things that is helping your situation. You have the empowerment card. I mean, whatever is going on is empowering you, is giving you strength. It is breaking away from something that you felt bound to. You have you have the Six of, no more breadcrumbing. You have the Six of Pentacles here in reverse, and the Six of Pentacles in reverse is you putting an end to breadcrumb energy. Or, you know, there may have been somebody that was offering you something, and look at that. That's like, oh, wait, there you are again, by the way, Libra. You know, there's the scales of justice yet again. But the bottom line is, right, you are putting an end to some sort of bullshit. I mean, it is bullshit. You're putting an end to something here. You're revoking an offer. But, you know, before we get back to that, here you are at Temperance in coming in sideways. So you're weighing something. You're definitely weighing something. Sagittarian energy, yes, but it's like you're seeking balance. You're trying to decide something. This is definitely a decision. What should I do? What should I do? This is what you're doing. You're revoking some sort of an offer, and this is another pentacle. There's a lot of earth energy here on the table, so I can't help but think this has something to do with money. This has something to do with your job, your career. There is somebody that was giving you something that was not, it wasn't up to your standards, or you weren't getting your worth. They weren't seeing your worth. They weren't paying you your worth. You weren't being compensated in a way that was fair. And so you're revoking this, and you're feeling very empowered by this. Very empowered. You're feeling very unstuck by this. Pretty cool energy. Now let's look at your final quarter. It says December. There might be something that goes on in December that sort of dictates this last leg, to be honest with you. Let me see if I could, here, start here. You have the Ten of Swords. So here you have Mars and Gemini, and, you know, the Ten of Swords is death. It's definitely Pluto energy here. It's the end of a situation that needed to end. The end of something. You have ended something here. Boom, end of story. 10, no going back. There is something that goes on here in December. Take note, really take note, Libra. There's something that goes on in December that's that's the final nail in the coffin. That's what gets everything rolling. You have devil energy, right? Before we get to the last card, let's look. You have the Seven of Pentacles here in reverse, and this is Taurian energy, but you're no longer waiting. You're no longer waiting. You feel the sense of empowerment. It moves into this Ten of Swords energy where you're like, it's over. No longer waiting. You're holding on to what's yours, what's rightfully yours here with this Four of Pentacles. Look at all this pentacle energy. Definitely, right? And it's leading straight into this Capricorn energy, more earth energy. And the devil tells us many things. But in this reading, it's telling you can break free of any limitations. Look how these two people are chained to something toxic, right? Breaking free of some sort of what is hidden in the shadows suddenly becomes clear, especially with this Mercury. Mercury, there is some sort of communication that takes place here. More Mercury energy. Mercury is key in this reading, for sure. There is something that goes on in December, and it could be some sort of communication you receive. That's it. You make up your mind to end something. And this definitely, earth energy, this is something to do with money, Libra. Sorry, this is not more to do with love if that's what you were looking for. But this definitely isn't about love, I can tell you, unless this person that you're involved in has this negative impact on your finances and you're finally breaking free of them. Very, very possible. I see a dark woman here. Okay, there is a dark woman involved in this situation somehow. Now here in your shadow, ironically enough, you have the Beast of Corruption, number 23. This is the Dante's Inferno deck. Dante goes through his trip through hell, Italian poet. I don't want to take up too much time explaining this. But in this particular instance, Dante meets the religious leaders who use their place for personal gain. He rebukes them. Interesting, very interesting. Think about this. Someone around you is corrupted by power. There are small indulgences sometimes that sort of give birth to their use of privileges that serve only themselves. This is in your shadow. Now, I don't think this is you, Libra. I think this is someone around you that you do shine a light on it. You do finally see them for what they are. Maybe you already see them for what they are, but you're going to take action here in your birthday year. Away from this, you're going to detach, because you have here detachment. Let me get all these cards so you can really see it. You have detachment. You have the card of Libra, balance restored. That gives birth to empowerment. Straight into this communication. You're going to communicate something to someone. They're not going to like it, but it's going to empower you. You're going to feel very empowered by this. This is really nice energy for you. I'm going to clarify these quarters here. Give me a card for the first quarter here. Yeah. So the first quarter, a wish is going to be granted. All right. But you have banishing here in reverse. So there may not, there is something that goes on here. I don't think you're going to take action until here, but let's keep pulling. There is something that you haven't banished in your first quarter. Maybe something that you're considering. Too many cards, too many cards. Second quarter, please. You have Scorpio here in reverse. You could be dealing with a Scorpio and, Pluto, right? Plutonic energy helps you. It says, not all obsessions are bad. Just be the only obsession. Yeah. This is in reverse. Listen, there's a dark woman here. It could be a Scorpio you're dealing with, but if it's not, this is Scorpio energy. It's Pluto energy. You're not quite banishing something. You're not quite getting rid of it. You're going through something here with this Pluto energy that's necessary, that you have to uncover by yourself. You are starting to detach from this. You are starting to detach from this on your first quarter. The second quarter, I think you're starting to see something. You're weighing it. The third quarter, you feel very empowered by something. And then you're communicating something. You're finally communicating this. Give me third quarter energy, boss fix. You can't make this up. This could very well be a boss that you're dealing with. Look, boss fix. Your hard work will pay off. Expect a promotion at work or the start of a great business partnership. Now, this is about, for many of you, this is about work. For many of you, this is about your boss. Boss fix is a hoodoo sort of spell work where you basically fix your boss. You fix what's going on. You're going to fix what's broken here for yourself, Libra. Give me this last quarter. Anger. See, towards the end here, you're going to communicate something. There's going to be something, but you're going to keep your anger at bay, and you're going to just make this decision. And here you have at the bottom of the deck, you have uncrossing. So you're uncrossing a situation. There is a situation going on, this Pluto energy. You're discovering your life's purpose through this Pluto energy. You are definitely calling something in this birthday year. You're dealing with a dark woman, for sure. And if it's not a woman, it's somebody with dark energy. It is someone definitely with dark energy. For many, many of you, this has to do with work and a boss figure. I do think you're going to expose something, at least to yourself, if not to others, and you're going to move on from this energy. So what you don't see coming here, boom, is justice. Libran energy. Yep, and here's Gemini energy. Now, usually the Three of Swords is not Gemini energy, but in this deck it is. So you have more mutable energy, more mercurial energy. There is something that goes on that is not fair. You bring out your scales. Yep, look, this is the Magician in reverse once again. More Mercury energy, more reversal. There is someone that is not. There is someone who's just a player, a con man, a liar, someone who's taking advantage of you here, someone who's offering you a cup here. But I have to tell you, you're going to be better off by yourself with this Nine of Cups energy. Yeah, see, look, moving forward with the Six of Swords, just moving away from this, moving on to the Fool, moving on to a brand new path, coming together of something. Yeah, remember you're reconciling something here in your head. You're going towards something else. You have different goals now, and you do have here. Yeah, we talked about this. This came out twice. The Four of Pentacles. You're holding on to what you believe is yours. And here is the Ten of Cups. And look, the Page of Wands. More passion. But you have the Ten of Cups here. Beautiful, beautiful energy. So let's look at the bottom of this deck. You have the Sun. Something's going to be illuminated to you with this Leo energy. And you have, see, you're going to be defending what's yours. You're going to be defending yourself. And here's your victory card. Here's your victory card. If you've been going through some stuff, here's your healing. Aquarius, here's your healing energy with the Star and your wish fulfillment. mean, you don't get better than that. Wow, look, King of Pentacles. So you have wish fulfillment. Yeah. This is what you don't see coming from this situation here, Libra. You do have long-term stability ahead of you. You do have some sparring back and forth, but I think that you're going to see very clearly what you should be doing. And here's your 10 of Cups again. You have the 10 of Cups twice. You rushing in. Yeah, for sure. And yeah, look, strength. You have strength. Beautiful, beautiful energy, for sure. Let's grab a spell card for Libra. You hang on, I'm going to give you your lucky numbers and a few other facts about this reading. Oh, you have study. And I like when these cards come in reverse. It says, let my mind be clear and strong. Let me study well and long. Number 36. So when a card comes in reverse in this particular deck, it means that that's what you're going to be accomplishing. You're not going to have to do this. You're not going to have to force yourself to do this. This is what's going to naturally occur this year. You're going to be studying this situation and coming to a realization and taking action. And the action is going to be, it's going to be very, very beneficial and very, very necessary with that Pluto energy. Necessary endings. You do have wind here, and it says change, right? And at the bottom of the deck, you have solitariness, yeah. The desert. So this is stuff you're going to have to, these are realizations that you're going to come to by yourself this year. The studying, all the things you have to do are going to come to you. You're going to be thinking outside the box here. This is a very important year. With this life purpose card and the Pluto card, very important year for you, for sure. With all this earth energy, definitely about your money here, Libra. Okay, so your keywords for this reading are definitely rebirth, detach, transformation, and Mercury, for sure. Your lucky numbers are 23, 10, 14, 36, 24, and 13. Now, what's interesting here is that you had quite a few number 5s, and that's significant, very significant of change. And it's also representative of the planet Mercury. Mercury's big in this reading. Mercury, the planet of communication. Change, a lot of change this year. You have the number 10 quite a few times as well, and that's a lot of endings and new beginnings, right? And that's driven by Saturn. And you have this Neptunian energy with the number 7, and there are going to be things that are delivered to you. You're going to have deliveries, incoming information, the clouds clearing. You're going to be able to make decisions this year about, I'm telling you, this is money. This is career. It's like everywhere I look, that's what I see. So this is definitely a money reading. This is definitely, with all these 10s especially, that you're going to end up in a place that you really love, Libra. But it doesn't look easy. It looks like you are going to be banishing something for sure. You're going to be studying something. When I say that, I mean really considering the people around you, especially this magician in reverse, who came out more than once, for sure. There is somebody that is not very nice. I think that you probably know exactly who this is, and if you don't, you definitely will. But you are having a very transformative time. Transformation is on the table for you. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Let me know what you think. Namaste. Hello, Group 3. My name is Nigel. You have found Alchemy. Welcome to your birthday reading. First and foremost, I want to wish you a very happy birthday. So if you guys have chosen the Iron card, this is your reading. Okay, the Iron card represents strength, right? Iron can withstand great pressure. In alchemy, iron is associated with Mars and Aries. And it shares qualities of strength and assertiveness with those two things, like with Mars and Aries, strength, assertiveness. It can be potentially warlike in certain instances. Not exactly feeling that yet, but let's see. Let's branch out into the reading and we'll see. You do have Eagle Spirit here. And this is number 23 in this deck. And, you know, the Eagle Spirit it represents honesty, courage, freedom, power, a release from bondage sometimes. I mean, the Native Americans saw the eagle as a symbol of strength. So I'm starting to see strength as definitely a code word in this reading for sure. Strength. Yes, definitely. Here we have pleasure. And it says, I crave you, I taste you, I feel you, I will give you ecstasy. So yeah, we can look at it and for sure interpret that as passion, especially with Mars present, because Mars does indicate some passion. But, you know, I look at that like a craving of something. You, Libra, may crave something that you hold inside, and it doesn't have to be a person. It could be a goal. All right, so let's keep that under our hat as we forge ahead. There is something here about overspending, and this could be a literal warning for sure, but this could also represent a depletion, right? A depletion in other areas. It doesn't have to be money. It could be money, but we don't know yet. We just started the reading, so let's just keep going. You do have Underworld here, and, you know, it says, let's see. It says sex, death, hidden knowledge, probing into the mysteries of life, finding unconventional ways to explore new sources of income. Okay, so there is, you know, we could look at that as it is in a literal sense, meaning, you know, you taking your birthday year to explore sort of outside the box thinking when it comes to your finances, things that you may have never thought of. You may be entertaining those thoughts this year, or this could be something under the surface that, like I said in another card, I believe it was this card, something that you keep to yourself, something that you don't share with other people, a desire you have. You may be feeling depleted. You may be feeling an urge to push towards this goal that you don't share with too many people. You do have here, to drive this point home, you have Ascendant, and it says appearance, first impression, mask. And when we look at the Ascendant, yeah, I mean, it is the first, pay attention, first of all, pay attention to your rising readings, right? Whatever your Ascendant is for this birthday year, for sure. But what's under the mask, right? What is in your underworld? What is it that you're keeping to yourself? I'm not saying it doesn't have to be a big dark secret. It could just be a desire that you have that you don't share readily, or a dream that you have for yourself that you keep, you know, close to the chest. You do have new moon. It says creation, intention, potential. I do think this thing that you're holding close to you, Libra, has potential. I mean, every card seems to point to that here. So we'll keep all that. Definitely, by the way, pay attention to the new moons, right? That does say new moon. So around the time of the new moons each month, pay attention to your energy. Definitely lay out your intentions. I do think you're going to have a very manifestful year, and I think your intentions are really going to mean something. So if you do have this hidden desire or this goal that you don't share with too many people, I think it really has a great you're going to have a great opportunity. Now I'm saying this without looking at your tarot. Let's see. Okay, let's look at your first quarter here. So you have Broken Bridge, and it says unsuccessful outcome to a problem did come in sideways. So what's interesting is that, you know, it coming in sideways means it's a choice how you view this. All right, let's start from the beginning. See if I could pick this up without dismantling everything. Of course. Sorry. All right. Let's look at this. All right, so you have the Ace of Wands and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. The Page of Pentacles is something regarding money, right? Career, having issues or waiting on perhaps an offer or an opportunity that has not appeared so far. Being perhaps disappointed here. You have the Ace of Wands in reverse too. Blocks, challenges, setbacks. This could be external or internal, but it looks like you start out your birthday year disappointed in some way. You have the child card here. This is one of the bonus cards in this deck, and this could be a child that you are caring for. Perhaps your career and your money is so important because you're caring for someone else. This could be a child or a family member, but to be honest with you, Libra, this also could be something that you have created, right? This could be a dream that you have, that you've nurtured. And we talked about that, and I do think that is true for some of you, because all the cards seem to point to that. You have this dream that you don't discuss. You have this dream that is unrealized. You have this desire to go in a different direction, and things are unclear. I mean, that you have the Ace of Swords coming in sideways, so things are unclear when you start out this year. Things you may be disappointed. You may be waiting on an offer, right? It does say Venus, and Venus is not just in charge of our money, but Venus also represents, love. Venus represents money and love, right? And all signs seem to point to career, money in this reading. And you're waiting for some sort of an offer, and you're disappointed that it didn't come through. It is this. There's something going on for sure. And you do have the broken bridge, and it did come in sideways, and it does say unsuccessful outcome to a problem, but it is a perception, and it is you sort of pulling your energy away from something and going towards something else. Now, we'll tie this together, all right? But let's move on to your second quarter. I should mention the fact that you have two aces here. There's a lot of potential here. But because it's not exactly upright, one is sideways, one is in reverse, it's unrealized potential. It's potential. You seem disappointed. So let's just leave it at that. But the two aces do mean something, okay? And so for your second quarter, you do have June coming in sideways, and we'll get back to that in a second. But you have, come on, there you go. You have the Five of Cups, and the Five of Cups in its upright position is a sort of a sullen card, right? But you have the Five of Cups in reverse, and this is you moving away from that sort of disappointing energy. Did something happen? I don't know. You seem to have had a reawakening. You're letting the negative go. Perhaps something happened. Perhaps your mindset changed. I don't know. But you have, let's look at all of these cards. To start out with, you do have the Two of Swords in reverse. I mean, this is facing your fears, overcoming indecision, seeing things clearly where perhaps you didn't before. You also have the Hanged Man, which is Piscean energy, right? And this is it breaks down to a 3, this 12, which indicates growth. That's number one. But this is a surrender, a sacrifice. You've surrendered something. You've definitely surrendered some negativity here. You've gone inward, introspective, and you've come up with something here. And you do have the High Priestess here in reverse. This is what this energy gives birth to. Now, the High Priestess in reverse can mean many things in many readings, but I think in this reading, it is the end of a period of isolation and introspection. You have done your work. And now Pluto has emerged into this picture. And we all know Pluto is a transformative planet, right? It represents shifts in your professional realm, aligning your goals and your aspirations for success. This is definitely a success reading. It is definitely a goal-oriented reading. If you were looking for love, I am so sorry. But it's just, I have to read what I read. And there is something to do with June here. And this is coming in sideways as well. And the only thing I can say is that, since in June, all right, so in June of 2024 and in June of 2025, Pluto will be in Aquarius, and it is transformative on a global scale. And you are definitely going to be feeling it, especially based on this reading. For sure, you're going to be feeling the transformation of Pluto in Aquarius. Maybe you have Aquarius highly aspected in your chart. That could be it, but I have to tell you, it's definitely, especially in the second quarter, it's going to be affecting you on a really deep level. Now, you also have 2 major arcana, which is also very transformative. I mean, I see a lot of transformation energy here on the table in general. But we'll sum everything up towards the end. Now, let's look at in your third quarter, you have Cracked Cup, dissatisfaction. Now, Let's look at all the cards before we panic or get sad about anything. Let's see. Come on. You have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and this is changing direction. I do think that this has something to do with your career. You are dissatisfied here, Libra, and you are changing. You're getting on your horse. You're changing direction. The Knight of Pentacles is a very slow-moving horse. He's going in one direction very slowly. When it's in reverse, you're going in a different direction, and I think you're going pretty swiftly. You have all these cards to back it up. Okay, you have the Eight of Cups. I mean, the Eight of Cups, walking away from something you consider broken or just plain old wrong for you. You're walking away from it. You're changing direction. You're dissatisfied with it. And this leads right into the wish card. You know, you have the Nine of Cups, a wish being fulfilled. Wish, it's optimism. It's wishes coming true. I do think it stems from you walking away from something because these cards are sort of together. We'll get to this card. This card really shouldn't be in reverse because these cards aren't read in reverse. But you have these two cards that came out together, and one is the Six of Cups and one is the Nine of Pentacles. The Six of Cups in this reading anyway is blessings, protection, gifts. The Nine of Pentacles is success, stability, security. You're making a decision here. And it stems from dissatisfaction. It stems from you being unhappy. It stems from this broken bridge. And you are making a solid decision from that disappointment. And you may have looked in the mirror and you don't like your reflection anymore. That may be part of it. And when I say that, it's not your looks per se. You might look in the mirror and see an unhappy person and say, you know, I'm too young for this, no matter how old you are, right? Life's too short for this. I'm making a decision. It looks like you're definitely making a decision. It looks like this decision is really good. And obviously it's going to be different for all of you, but I do think it does pertain to money. I think it pertains to money / career. Okay, let's move on. You do have, this came in reverse, and it's sorrow over a loss in reverse. Let's look at your cards. You have the Four of Cups in reverse. The Four of Cups in reverse, suddenly you're motivated. Suddenly you have enthusiasm. You know, it would be the opposite here. Suddenly you're looking for a new experience. And I could see how this energy would be born from all this energy. And to drive it home here, Libra, you have the Four of Cups in reverse. Again, I'm really glad I do these on camera so you could really see that they flip out by themselves. Yeah. I really like this for you. You do have the Seven of Swords. Now, you have these two cards, and it's very strong. The motivation is very strong. The interest, your enthusiasm, this new thing that you have is so positive for you, and you're being very strategic with it. The Seven of Swords gets a bad rap. Sometimes it does. It isn't a good card, but in this reading, it is. It's strategy. It's planning. It's being almost daring. I mean, I'm getting a very daring energy from this. And you are walking away from something that was very solid at one time in your head. You know, the King of Pentacles, you're leaving something behind that you once considered long-term in lieu of something that's a lot more exciting for you. You are detaching from this. You're detaching from this King of Pentacles energy. And you're getting very excited. And this is sorrow over a loss in reverse. So sorrow over a loss in reverse, right? Instead of sorrow over a loss, it's actually joy from a gain. Joy from a gain, for sure. You're gaining something here. You're losing something, but you're making this choice to lose it. You're making this choice to walk away from it. Here in the shadows, you have, let's see, you have the Hounds of the Underworld again. Yeah, right here, Underworld. It says the Hounds of the Underworld, number 7. This is the Dante's Inferno deck, by the way. I tend to go off, so I'm not going to do that, but I'm just going to tell you that all right, we have to sort of attend to feeding our minds, bodies, and spirits, right? You may have been off balance before this birthday year. You may have been feeding one area of your life. When we starve any of these, we don't thrive. Maybe that's when you looked in the mirror. The three-headed dog represents I mean, it's the perfect symbolism for that, right? We starve one, we don't thrive. You have to nourish your body, be mindful what goes in it. You have to feed your mind with mental nutrition. And, you know, commit your soul to your higher purpose, your true purpose. And I think that you're going to figure out what your true purpose is this year. It looks that way to me. It looks like you just, a light bulb goes on, especially after this hanged man energy, and you're feeding each dog instead of just feeding one. Maybe you were working just to work. Maybe you were working to get by. Maybe you're working just to pay your bills. A lot of people do that. The question would be, which head have you been feeding more than the others? And you'll have your answer as to which will be fed towards the end of this year. And whatever is going to be fed is going to make you very, very happy. So let's dip in. Let's dip into this first here. You do have the Seven of Pentacles, right? You're walking into a period of nourishing something else, tending to something else, tending to something that is going to bear fruit for you, because something has been illuminated to you with this Moon card. Something's been illuminated to you up, and here it is. You have a brand new King of Pentacles. You have a brand new thing that you're looking at as a potential for long-term abundance. You have the death of something here with the Scorpio energy. Something's dying and something is being ignited with this Knight of Wands. I really like the Knight of Wands in this deck because it's a woman. Now that, not that you have to be female, but you know, it's interesting that she's female in this deck. It shows that, you know, these readings are genderless in many aspects. Here you do have the two. Wow, you have the Two of Swords in reverse. No more not seeing what you should see. Yeah, you're moving forward. Look, you're moving forward with this Chariot card, and you have Temperance right under it. So it's like, yeah, you're measuring things out, you're balancing things out, you're making a healthier choice for yourself, you're moving forward. And look, here's Temperance again. Temperance again. Yep. Yeah, and you have the Queen of Swords right under that. So you're like, nope. You're holding up your sword. You're like, I finally see clarity. I'm holding the sword of clarity. I see what's true. I'm going towards what's true. You have a message that's going to come in and change everything. Yeah, look. It's a message about money. It's a message about career. It's a message about something here that you're very happy with. And if you remember, you had the Page of Pentacles in reverse when you started this year out. This is going to turn around for you. It might turn around. You might be getting a nudge from the universe to go into the direction of your passion here, Libra, instead of just trying to get satisfaction from what you've been given so far. Yeah, see, look, movement. You have the Eight of Wands, which is movement. You have Fool, starting out on a brand new path, childlike wonder. You have the passion of the Queen. Wow, look, you have the passion of the Queen of Wands, and you have the grounding, financial security of the Queen of Pentacles, male or female. Yeah, you're not look, that's Libra too, right? You see that Libran energy, even though it's an Earth card? You're not being breadcrumbed anymore. Apparently you're in a situation where you're not getting what's due, what you deserve. You're either not on the right path, you're not on the right job. Maybe you work for someone who doesn't appreciate you. It could be any of those things, but you are going to start working on something. And I think this came out twice, pretty sure. You're going to start working on something that is just yours. And you may be tired of drama. There may be drama where you're at right now. And yeah, you're moving towards, wow, look at this. You're moving towards Empress energy. Empress energy. And there you are. There you are. Libra, you're getting your justice. And look, the World and Strength. Look at all these major arcana. Oh my God. And all right, that's the Page of Wands too. So you have 3 pages. Yeah, this is definitely, look, it's the Page of Wands, it's the Page of Pentacles, it's the Page of Swords. You don't see the Page of Cups here. This is definitely career, money, and you are moving into a very strong, solid time. You have this world, things coming to an end, closure, new things beginning. Beautiful. Okay, so let me get you a spell card. For Libra, please. For Libra. This very exciting year for Libra. for Libra, please. Oh, health. Okay. This came in the upright. Wow, you have 2. Okay. So you have health and you have prosperity. And when these cards come in the upright, it means you have to put work in for this. It's not just going to fall in your lap. So you're going to be faced with a choice this year on whether to, let's take the prosperity card. Well, actually, we'll get to that. I don't want to get ahead of myself. With the prosperity card here, you're going to be given choices. You're going to be given opportunities. You have to take them in order for them to blossom. You're going to have to take action. And I see that in that final quarter, you really take a lot of action. And it does say health, right? So it's back to this 3 dogs, right? It's back to which one are you feeding. You have to, your health could be your financial health, could be your mental health, could be your physical health. But this is something you need to balance. You need to apply those famous scales of yours and acquire the balance that you need. And I think that one of the things you definitely need to balance here, Libra, is your hopes and dreams, your desires. There's something there because you have these keywords here, right? You have the keywords here, definitely underworld, right? And what's underneath? What are your hidden desires and dreams that you're not like going towards, that you're not creating movement towards, at least right now? What are they? Also a keyword is strength. For sure, you have the strength. Another keyword, freedom. You're going to experience freedom, and you're also going to experience some endings and beginnings. Healthy endings and healthy beginnings. Let's see. For Libra, please. Close out this beautiful reading for Libra. You have speed, movement. We saw a lot with that Chariot, right? We saw a lot of movement with the Chariot, with the 6 of Swords. There was a lot of forward movement once you make up your mind. And it says dark matter. I love that card because the dark matter is what we don't see, right? What is it that you're not seeing, at least at the start of this year? Or what is it that you're not addressing? Or what is it that you're not paying attention to? And I do think it's that thing that lives under your earth, that underworld. What's there that you're not tapping into, Libra, because you have an opportunity there, and it's going to rear its head this year. And if you don't grab hold of it, it's going to pass you by. So definitely pay attention. Pay attention to what goes on and feed these 3 dogs. Let's look at your numbers. Your lucky numbers are 38, 42, 23, 22, 7, 3, and 30. I wish you all the luck. Have the best birthday. Namaste.